Once again, here we go. A few months later, another video comes out. I'm slacking. It's not even that I'm slacking. I just kind of like lost my whole vibe for YouTube, I think. A lot of stuff has been happening, so it's like, you know, life is here, life is there. Brittany's not filming videos. So, I thought today, since it's nice and quiet, well, kind of quiet, unless my animals start making noise, that I would try to film like a chit chat, get ready with me, just to fill you guys in on what's been going on since, I think that last video I posted, I filmed on October 18th, but I didn't wind up posting it until like November 6th or something like that. So I just figured I would kind of quickly fill in the gaps on what's been going on since that last video, and hopefully get myself back in the vibe of wanting to film, because I talk to quite a few of you on Snapchat a lot. Even though I'm not on there, you guys still message me like, hey, what's up? Long time no see, what's going on? And you'll message me on Facebook and stuff, and I just am like, what do I tell these people? What do I tell them? That I just don't want to film? Like, how do I say that? By the time my workday is over and I get home, I honest to God do not really want to film. I really don't. And then on my weekends, I've just been like so tired. You guys are gonna laugh. This school bus driver life schedule, I go to bed at like 7 o'clock at night on the weekend. Something's wrong with me. My stepdad picks on me all the time, and he's like, oh my God, I don't know how you do that job. Up at 4 in the morning and in bed by 7. Oh my God, what kind of life is that? Like, he loves to pick on me. So, yeah, I don't know. I just haven't wanted to film. And not to mention, I usually run a lot of my errands on the weekend. It's kind of what I'm doing today when I'm done with my makeup. I'm going with my mom to the stores. So, right now I'm just trying to prime my face. I use the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Face Base, and this is the Tatcha. What is this? Oh, hold on, I'll read it in a second. I just use this to like fill in wherever I get like little wrinkles. Like, see this wrinkle in my forehead? Well, this does wonders. And the chin. And then my smile lines. Just so my foundation doesn't move all day. This stuff is amazing. It's so up and down with a lot of people. They like it, they don't like it. The Tatcha Silk Canvas, that's what that is. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. What the fuck? Excuse me, please. Hello, darling. What's up? Yeah, go ahead. Just my DVIR, the date on it is for Monday, so if you have to, just rip those pages out and start a new one. Okay. Alright. Bye. You're welcome. So cute. One of my old trainees is doing a trip today, and he asked if he could use my bus, because it seems like every other bus he takes malfunctions on him. So I was like, just take mine, but I'll kill you if you break it. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, right. I don't really do a whole lot of other priming anymore on my face. That's pretty much it. But anyway, and then I just use the Silk Canvas. I don't even use many other primers anymore. In the winter, my face is so damn dry, and I could pack on so much moisturizer at night before bed, but my face, like, it's so dry. So, I think I really need to find a different foundation in the winter time to use. Where is my foundation brush? Oh, it's right here in front of me. Anyway. So yeah. I just, let's go back to October, shall we? We'll go back to October. So, when I filmed that last video, my landlord was still kind of like hinting at putting the houses on the market. Now, her house is kind of in front of me, like it's off to the side in front of me, and the house I'm in is in the back. So it's all on one piece of property. So it has to sell as one piece of property, otherwise I would have attempted to buy this, but that's alright. She's, 2 days later after that video went up, I came home sick. Oh my God, where do I even begin with that? Holy Lord. I already know where I'm going to start with that. I have to start it at the right area in order to explain it properly. So, My dishwasher's done. I can hear it beeping. One Friday, it was that Friday after I filmed that video, which was 2 days later, my monitor wanted to take me out to lunch. So I was like, alright, let's go. And she's like, where should we go? And I was like, oh, I don't know. So we had decided on Applebee's. We just figured we'd go and get like something light for lunch before we went back out on our afternoon run. I don't think I had to train that day. So we go to Applebee's and we had gotten an appetizer or a couple appetizers, and then I got my chicken salad that I always get when I go there. Like, I'm so boring when I go to Applebee's. I get the same fucking salad all the time. Like, I'm so boring. So it's called the Oriental chicken salad, and I used to get it with the fried crispy chicken instead of the grilled. Okay, that's what I always order when I go to Applebee's. I'm so boring. So, you know, we ate lunch and everything. It was good. We go back out on our afternoon run now. So it was around, I want to say like 3:40 in the afternoon, because I was going to like my fourth or fifth drop off of the afternoon. And I started to feel really strange. Like, I was feeling really, really strange. And my kids noticed that I was seeming a little bit different on the bus. They were like, are you okay, Brittany? And I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. I just don't know what was going on. My muscles, all of my joints and my muscles in my body started to just like feel extremely weak and like limp, and they started to hurt. And I'm like, what is going on? It was really, really weird. But I was like pushing through. I'm like, I'll just go a little bit slower in the bus. I'm going to push through. I've got this, you know, like I got to get my kids home. So by time we had gotten to I think my third to last stop, and my stops are not that close to one another either. I have a few that are within like, you know, a half mile of one another, and then some that are well over a mile. So we're at that third stop, and I said, Debbie, something's wrong with me. And she's like, what's going on? I was like, I don't know. Something's wrong. My body, I couldn't even really steer the steering wheel. Like, I was having a hard time turning. Like, I was giving it my all, but for some reason my body was just like, no, you're not. So I radioed my manager, and I told her, I was like, my monitor's going to be giving you a call on the cell phone. And she was like, all right. So now I had gotten to my second to last stop, and she called and talked with my manager, and my manager's like, what is going on? And I told her, I was like, I physically can't drive the bus anymore. Something's wrong with me. So, oh Lord, she's like, well, how far are you from your last stop or whatever? And I said, I think I can make it there. I'm going to attempt to make it there. And I did. Thank you, Lord. The girls got off, and that was it. I pulled over right on that street. I shut down, and I had to go lay in one of the seats. I don't know what was wrong with me. It was the weirdest thing. Like, I felt like very lethargic and weird. My body was just not right. I was starting to get like nauseous. Like, I thought I wanted to vomit, but like I didn't have the urge that I needed to vomit. It was really, really strange. So my manager came to the rescue and picked me up in her car, and had one of our other fellow drivers come and drive my bus back with my monitor on it. It was interesting, and here I'm thinking, oh my god, I must be getting the damn flu. What the hell's going on? I can't be getting the flu. But then my side started to hurt as if my gallbladder was having an attack. So I was like, what? We couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. We were trying to figure out everything. I didn't have any health insurance, so I couldn't go to the doctor. Well, I could have, but I wasn't paying no bill. There was no way I was getting a bill. So it was an interesting evening. My monitor's husband's niece is like a nurse or whatever, and we spoke on the phone, and she, you know, thought maybe it was my blood pressure meds were not right or something, so she had prescribed me my blood pressure meds again, but like, you know, in an affordable dose that I could go pick up or whatever, thinking maybe that was it. And I was like, something else has got to be going on. We were trying everything. We were out for like 3 hours after the afternoon run trying to figure out what was wrong with me. I went to my manager's house. Her husband is a diabetic, and he has like that little finger pricky thing to check your sugar levels. Like, we were thinking maybe my sugar was low, but that was normal. Sorry. Sometimes I have to concentrate on what I'm doing on my face. So I was like, I just don't know what's wrong. So anyway, it's now like, I don't know, almost 7:30 at night. And my monitor and her husband bring me home. And we pull up in front of my house, and there's the fucking for sale sign. There's the for sale sign. I didn't even want to get out of the car or anything. And now my mom lives right next door. So as soon as she seen us pull up, she came out and everything. And I just started bawling my eyes out. Because I was like, you have got to be kidding me. Like, this year could not get any freaking worse for me. My cat is upstairs playing. I apologize. Really, Jerry? Really? Go get the ball. Oh my god. Anyway. So, yeah. I think I cried for like, I don't know, 2 hours that night. Just about the fact that, thinking that I'd have to pack everything back up and move. Like, I was just, what the hell? Where am I gonna go? It was just a really bad evening, and then to top it off, I was not feeling well. Wow. For the next 9 days, I was non-stop in the bathroom, and we could not figure out what was wrong with me. At first, I thought maybe I had Crohn's disease or something. Like, it was bad. Trying to drive the bus the next week was difficult because even if I drank water, I'd have to go to the bathroom. It was nothing but water coming out of me. It was god awful. I couldn't go out to dinner because I was in a bathroom nonstop. Like, I didn't know what was going on. And then we did a little research online, of course, because you know the self-diagnosis shit is out there. And we came to the conclusion that I had salmonella poisoning. This was by day 8. I think that whatever I ate at Applebee's, such as my salad, the romaine lettuce that was in my salad that was on recall, might have done it to me. So, yep, after that 9 days though, it all stopped. Things went back to normal. I was like, oh my god. I was like, I'm never eating at Applebee's again. And yeah, so the house went on the market. Hold on one second. Let me just set my eyes. I just really like mostly bake wherever I know I get a lot of creasing, such as under my eyes, around my nose, and basically wherever I put the Tatcha stuff. Tastes like peaches. Anyway, I know this looks disgusting, but it's actually really yummy. I'll explain what that is afterwards, but, so yeah, the house went on the market, and she's trying to sell this place for, $474,000, which I'm going to tell you right now is not worth it. It's not worth it at all. I don't know anyone in their right mind that would want to purchase this for that much money, because both houses would probably have to be demoed and a house would have to be rebuilt here. It's so hard for me to talk and do my eyebrows, so why don't I just try to finish up that part, and then I'm going to take a pause. I'll come back when my eyebrows are done. The house went on the market for the $474,000. I don't really know if she ever got any people to come and or that were interested. She tried to put it up for like an open house one Saturday, and I really didn't want to do it because I'm like, these people are going to be walking around on my freaking rugs. I don't like that. I don't like people like, I'm not into that. Random people looking at my shit. It just freaks me out for some reason. But I said, alright, whatever. I'll agree to it, because that Saturday I actually had to bring someone to road test, so I was like, I'll be home late anyway. So it was all set up for that Saturday, but my monitor went on the realtor's website to look up, you know, the information and stuff, and it said that the open house had been moved to a Sunday. And I did not agree to a Sunday, and I was never told about Sunday. So I called my landlord, and I was like, what the hell is this? And she goes, oh yeah, we had to change it. I'm like, well, when were you going to tell me? She's like, oh, I didn't think it was a big deal. Excuse me? Excuse me. Sunday was my only day off that week. Hell no. So I told her absolutely not, and that was it. She has never had an open house ever since. Nope, hasn't even attempted it. So I was so pissed, because A landlord, by law, in my lease, says that I am to be given 48 hours notice if they need to enter the premises. Nobody gave me any notice. I gave them permission for Saturday. What, they were going to walk in my house on Sunday while I was still in bed sleeping? Oh, hell no. Hell no. So, yeah. It's just been a very interesting few months since the house went up. I was pissed off. I actually went to the realtor place and flipped out on them because of what they wrote in the description for the rental, the house I'm in. They put down that it was being rented to a family friend for under market value. That really went up my ass. It really did. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, if anybody in their right mind would pay more than what I'm paying right now, they're fucking idiots and should go buy a house. Because what they want is $1,400 a month, nothing included. This house is not worth it, especially with all the damn repairs that she's obviously not doing for me. So, especially the roof that is fucking collapsing, basically. It's just a nightmare. So, I don't know anyone who would pay what the realtor has told her she could be getting. Because no, she couldn't. No, she couldn't. The freaking bathroom floor needs to be replaced. The shower floor needs to be replaced. My stairs here, I have freaking wooden beams under, keeping them up so that I don't fall through them. Like, hello. There's a lot of things that need to be done. Not to mention she's got roots growing through the fucking foundation in the basement. So, yeah. I don't know. But anyway, so earlier this month, or earlier in January, because it's February 2nd today, my monitor and I went on Matus's website again, just to see if anything had been updated on it, and the post was gone. And I'm like, what the hell? Where's the posting? So I called the realtor company, and I said, is this address still for sale? And they said that as of right now, it's been taken off the market, and they weren't sure if the seller would be putting it back on the market for spring. So I guess that's her plan. She took it off for now, but is going to be putting it back on the market towards springtime because she didn't get any hits over, you know, winter and everything so far. So she's not going to. She wants too much money. But whatever. I did apply for a home loan back in, I think it was early November. My mother, like, pretty much forced it on me. I really was too nervous to even think about buying my own house. Like, I really was. I was like, I don't know if I'm ready for this. But I applied for a home loan by myself, no co-signers or anything, and was approved for $130,000. Which, I'm sorry, $130,000 is just not enough around here to buy a house. Maybe down south, yeah, no problem. But up here, it's like physically impossible to find anything decent in a nice area for that price that doesn't need like the bathroom, kitchen, and roof redone. I don't have that kind of money. I'm kind of hoping to find something where the kitchen and bathroom are done, just the roof needs to be replaced, or the roof and a bathroom or a roof and a kitchen, just so that one of the things I can eventually save up and replace myself. But up here, it's like physically impossible to find anything. So, my plan now is to just pay off more of like my car loan and stuff and my little stupid things and try to reapply again in the spring and see where we get with that, because a home loan is only good for, I think it was 6 months. So the one that I had applied for, or is it 4 months? I think it's 4 months, because I remember the email saying that after January 31st I would have to reapply. So it's not good for very long. Anyway, so I figure maybe like late spring or something, seeing how my finances and things are going, like I'll reapply then, or just wait until like maybe early summer, because if anything, my lease has to be renewed or terminated as of July 31st. That's when I would have to be out of here by July 31st. So if she winds up selling, I have to definitely go somewhere. But I just have to see what happens when if she puts the sign back out in front of the house, or if she doesn't. I don't really know. I hate this up in the air shit. I would like to be able to get one more year out of this place if I could, and then try to go somewhere else, but it's kind of looking like I feel like I'm being rushed. I really do, and I don't like being rushed, but I'm all set with renting now. I don't ever want to rent again after this place. I'm done with it. I'm sick of thinking that I have to keep moving all the time. I don't like that. I had just fucking painted and done everything with this place. For what? For nothing. I made it pretty for her to go and show to sell. Great. So anyway, I'm going to stop now so I can do my eyebrows and then I'll come back. Alright, I finished my brows. They did not exactly come out as nicely as I would have liked them. I'm noticing, I feel like instead of getting better with my brows, I feel like I'm getting worse. I don't know what's going on. But, I was actually contemplating ordering or going to Ulta and buying those Anastasia brow stencils. And just like using that from now on instead of trying to freehand it, because I will sit here for no joke like 20 minutes trying to make sure my brows look as even as possible, because I freehand everything and then I have to go clean up with concealer, and then when I fuck up with the concealer I have to go back in with the powder. It's like, oh my god, it's so annoying. So I don't know. They're going to look really dark right now because I don't actually fluff them out and brush them until I'm done with my makeup, and then they look a little bit better. But right now I'm just putting on some MAC Paint Pot in Ochre. And then I know that like people have been saying that setting the primer with powder doesn't really allow for the pigmented eyeshadows to come off as vibrant. But honestly, lately I've been so damn boring with my makeup, I could give a shit what it looks like. Just being honest. I think the older I get, the less and less I feel like I want to do. By the way, I'm 29 now. My birthday was in December. And I don't know, it just seems like I don't really go for too many crazy makeup looks like I used to anymore. It kind of is like, not really basic, but not as extravagant. That's what I'm going to say. Not as extravagant. So, tends to be a lot more like neutral things. Still pretty warm tone, but like I don't really go for too many like purples or anything anymore. I did a really crazy eye look on my birthday when we went out to dinner, but that was about it. But, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know. So, using the powder on the primer does not faze me at all. I think if I wanted to do, like, more crazy makeup, I wouldn't do that, but I don't know. It doesn't really bother me. Anyway, before I had shut the camera off, I forgot what I was talking about. So, let me go back to December now, so I can fill you in on what was going on in December. I wound up getting walking pneumonia. That wasn't fun. I was sick for like weeks, and then it just got to a point where it was so bad that I physically couldn't make it anymore, and I wound up going into work on a Thursday morning, and I called out that afternoon, and then I didn't go the next day because I physically couldn't do it. Like, I just was like too sick, which sucked. But and then I had the winter break off, so I had time to kind of like get some medication in my system and recoup. And I adopted a cat, Jerry. He's gonna be upstairs just playing. He's not very, it's not that he's not friendly, he's just not very sure about people yet. He's still a little skittish on that. So it was December 22nd. I went to the SPCA just to go see the animals. I like to do that sometimes, just to go look, and I saw him, and that was it. That was it. I felt like I needed him. He had to come home with me. So I adopted him, and when I was in the middle of the adoption process with the woman, she was giving me like his background and stuff, because I was wondering why he seems so like timid. And she said that he hasn't really been there that long. He came from a hoarder's house, a cat slash random nastiness hoarder's house. So he was used to being around multiple cats, so many that they couldn't count. And, yeah, he didn't have a very good life. He's 2 years old from what they've guessed, because they didn't really have any paperwork or anything other than, you know, doing their own medical background on him. So he's 2. He'd never been litter box trained or anything. He never had, like, food dishes or anything. I guess they used to just dump food on the floor and let the cats just go for it. And I'm like, oh my God, like, this poor animal. Like, I just felt so bad. So I was like, not that I felt like I needed another companion. Like, my bunny is my life. My baby bunny. Mr. Moo Moo. Lyle. He has so many damn different names. But I kind of, like, I go to my mom's every night, and her cats are just so lovable, and they always want to cuddle and rub all over you, and they're friggin' amazing cats. And I'm jealous of that because, like, Moo Moo, my bunny, he's not like that. He likes to just hop around and hang out and do his thing. He's not like a cuddler. So I wanted, like, a little cuddle buddy. So I thought, you know, like, I'll get him home and show him love, and he'll want to love me too, but he's not there yet. But it's been difficult. The first couple weeks having him here, he was very, very scared, wouldn't come out unless nobody was home. He didn't know how to use a litter box. I tried to show him the litter box multiple times. I watched videos on how to, like, litter box a cat. Like, I've never experienced such a thing in my life. He liked going on my curtain for some damn reason, so I don't know what it was, but he's good now. He's good now. He actually has 2 litter boxes because he's fucking high maintenance. I watched a lot of those cat videos by, I think it's that guy from My Cat from Hell or something like that. He's got a YouTube channel, so I was watching that, trying to learn. It helped me a lot. I haven't been able to pet him since I brought him home. I've not touched the cat since he came home. Like, he'll get close to me, but, like, if I put my hand out, he starts to back away a little bit, like, what are you gonna do to me? I'm like, was he abused? What is it? Like, I feel so bad. I wish I knew more about what his lifestyle was like before. They couldn't really tell me much. They did tell me, though, that they had to bathe him, like, 3 times because when he came in, he smelled to the high heavens, and they had to leave the doors and stuff open. Like, it was really bad, and I was like, oh my God. Like, that's awful. That's awful. But I watch the show Hoarders, so I kind of understand, like, the atmosphere he came from. And I'm just like, I just feel bad. Like, I don't know. If you're not going to be able to take care of an animal the proper way, like, come on. Like, I don't even know what to say. So, I don't know. But, I mean, he's doing good here. I mean, he's adjusted. He, you know, gets into all my vanity stuff in the middle of the night while I'm sleeping. He's adorable. I did not name him. His name was his name from the SPCA. So, I just stuck with it. I was like, I'm not going to change it. Jerry's cute. He's a black and white tuxedo cat. And he's just very, very rambunctious. He loves to play and stuff. I've been trying to introduce him to, like, the laser pointer and stuff. He kind of looks at it with questions still a little bit. Like, he's not like any other cat that will chase it around. He'll follow it slowly, but he doesn't understand it yet. So, it's cute. Anyway, because I keep drinking this and I'm not explaining what it is. This is my smoothie. You could have it for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. I'm doing a diet that I did a long, long time ago, where I lost 21 pounds. I, like, love this diet because it's really, really good. But I'm actually thinking about implementing it into my lifestyle now for, like, good, because where do I begin? I think it was a couple days after my birthday, which, by the way, is 2 days after Christmas, the 27th. I think it was New Year's Eve, actually. here in my beauty room, sitting in front of my huge wall of mirrors behind me. It's actually a closet. And I was just sitting there naked on the floor after one of my showers. And I looked at myself really hard and was like, I need to lose weight. Like, I had been eating very unhealthy, especially over winter break. Like, of course, everyone's going to be eating, like, the holiday food and stuff. No one eats healthy. But I decided I need to do something. So, I think it was about 4 weeks ago now, I decided to go back on the Eat to Live diet. If you've never heard of it, it's a book by Dr. Joel Fuhrman. He's got a Facebook, he's got a YouTube, he's got all that good stuff. It is a vegan diet, but it like goes hardcore vegan. Like, you can't have any salt, you can't have any sugar, no oils, no processed things, no already processed like juices. Like, you can't go buy like an apple juice in the store and drink it. Same thing with like orange juice, unless it's like got no added sugar and it's all like fresh squeezed. Like, it's a difficult diet, and I'm not gonna say I followed it to a T at all, but I have lost 10 pounds in the first 2.5 weeks I was on it. I had lost 10 pounds. I'm going into my 4th week and I'm still at my 10-pound weight loss. I was kind of hoping I would have lost a little bit more now, but I mean, I'm not going to rush it. I'm not going to rush it. My body's going to do what my body needs to do. But I realized I was just not healthy. My blood pressure, I was diagnosed with hypertension when I was younger. I've been on blood pressure meds for well over 5 years now, I think. I have extremely high cholesterol, but they can't give me my blood pressure meds and cholesterol meds because I have a shitty liver, and those two meds fuck up your liver already, so I'm not allowed to have all that medicine. It was either correct the blood pressure or correct the cholesterol. So I've been taking the blood pressure meds, no cholesterol. So my cholesterol is always crazy. And since I didn't have any health insurance all last year, I was like, oh my god, when I do get health insurance in 2019, I'm like, my doctor is going to be livid with me because I had gained a couple more pounds. And I knew that my blood pressure and my cholesterol were going to be like ridiculous. So I was like, I gotta do something about it, and I want to better myself anyway, because like I know I'm not going in the right direction. So I've been doing this diet, and I feel a lot better. I feel way better, way better. Just it's hard. I have to go shopping every week to get more fresh produce, but I notice like I'm in the kitchen more prepping things and cooking like my veggies and whatnot. So. And then I give myself one cheat day a week. Just one. Well, that's the other thing. Like, no normal bread. You can only have, like, 1 cup of whole grains a day if you want it. But it's not mandatory. Like, he'd rather you didn't have it. Like, I don't know. Read up on him. He's really good. So, that's what this is. I have breakfast smoothies every day. I make different ones all the time. It has baby spinach in it, 2 tablespoons of flax seeds. I put blueberries in this one, a whole banana, some frozen peaches, some frozen mango, and then I put almond milk and pomegranate juice in it. And then I added a small little scoop of, I have a detox powder that's actually flavored peach mango. It's all organic stuff, so I just put like half a scoop of that in there because it'll make you go to the bathroom all day. No joke. So I just like, I don't really want too much of it. So yeah, I have that every day. It keeps me pretty full most of the day, which is good because I don't really want to be hungry and feel like I need to eat nonstop. This gives you all the nutrients you need for hours. Sometimes I can go like maybe 9 to 11 hours without wanting to eat anything. That was the hardest thing for me because like if I'm home and I'm just sitting on my couch, it's just natural for me to want to be snacking on something, and it's hard to get like to kick that habit. So I mean, have a smoothie. It does it. It really does. And you don't taste the spinach or anything in there because a lot of people are like, ew, I don't like vegetables. And I'm like, dude, I love vegetables, but it only tastes like fruit. You don't taste the spinach in there. You just taste the fruit, and it's really good. And I'll make like berry ones and stuff. that don't have greens in it. Like it'll just have berries and banana. Those are good. Sometimes I'll put a green Granny Smith apple in there. I just throw it all in the blender, mix it up until it's nice and smooth, and then I take it with me in the morning to work, or if I'm sitting here doing my makeup, I'll have one. So, it's a really good diet. I joined a couple of Facebook groups that are all other people that do this too, who've implemented it into their like lifestyle. It's not just a 6-week diet anymore, it's like their lifestyle. So, it's nice. We all like share recipes and stuff and put pictures and our progress. It's really nice because I don't have anyone doing this with me. And normally I fall off the wagon super quick because I'm like, oh god, I want steak or something, or you know, I want to eat something slathered in oil. I don't know. Like it's difficult. I've never been able to really do it by myself, but I'm doing it really well because I think it's because I really want it. Instead of being like, oh, I just want to lose weight. I think it's because I actually know that I need to better my health. It's bad. And I, being a school bus driver, have a DOT physical every year. And you have to be within certain numbers for your blood pressure. If you're over, you cannot drive. So I'm like, I have to get my shit together. I'm going to not be able to drive my bus. So. When I started the diet, I was at exactly 200 pounds according to my scale. I haven't been going by any other scales, just mine, which is just like a $7 scale from Walmart. I'm actually thinking about getting one of those more expensive ones that tells you like your body mass and the fat and all that stuff. That would be nice. So I was exactly 200 and I'm down to 190. But my goal is to be at least 170. I would like to lose another 20 pounds if possible. I'm going to have to start implementing exercise soon, I have a feeling. Have the time to go to a gym because like I work all day long, and then when I'm done, I don't usually get home until 5, and then I'm in bed by like 7:30. So I just really, I don't have time to go to a gym, and I don't really want to exercise that late at night anyway because I'm exhausted. There's no way I want to go to a gym. So I'll figure out something. But this diet alone, it does wonders for you. So if anyone is struggling and really, really wants to lose weight and better their health, like you have to want it. You can't just be like, yeah, I want to lose weight. You have to feel it deep down that you want to do better for yourself. Like, I'm telling you, it seems like a really hard diet, especially going vegan. It's not. It's really not. It's nowhere near as bad as people think it is. It's really not. Buy his book on Amazon. I had bought it at the bookstore. I like going to the bookstore. And I've had it for years. Like, the freaking binding is broken and everything on this book. Like, it's a really good book. This is really all I'm going to do with my makeup today. I'm really not in the mood to do a whole lot more. I've just been going with, like, very lighter, less chaoticness in your face, I guess, lately. And this palette that I'm using is the original Urban Decay Naked, which I just got back in November, I think. It was on clearance with Ulta, like the going out, not ever gonna see it again situation, and I was like, oh, well, I'll grab it because I never tried it, and that was like the OG palette back in the day. So, I like it. I think this is like my second or third time using it. It's just very natural. And like you can go from daytime to nighttime, you know? So like if I wanted to go out later, I could just use a darker color in the crease and then be like, yep, I'm ready. I just use a white color. I forgot the name of this. This is called Fresh from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I use this every single day. Just to go and kind of like brighten up under the brow. I like under the brow to look like it's highlighted and then in the inner. And then I just take a regular blending brush so it doesn't look so starky and just kind of blend that little edge between the crease color and that white so that they go nicely. And that's that. Alright, my eye makeup is done. Oh, no, it's not. I lied. I totally lied. Don't listen to me. Now I gotta do my inner corner highlight and the brow highlight. So this here is just a little brush, but look at me looking at the bottom of this. It doesn't say anything. This is just a little container that I put crushed eyeshadow in. This is Thunderstruck by Kat Von D. It fell and busted and went everywhere, so I had just thrown it in this little container because it's like my absolute favorite inner corner highlight, cheek highlight, all over the lid color, brow highlight. Like, I absolutely love this. And I like pack it on like a psycho at first, right? Because it kind of changes color. Like, once you put it on and you let it sit for a second, it changes in its color just a little bit, and then I wipe a lot of it away. And then I'm going to take another little brush and just go right towards the arch of the brow. Just to highlight a little bit under there. I love this color. It's almost like a duochrome. It looks white, then it looks yellow, then it looks goldeny yellow. Like, it is my favorite. I use this practically every single day. Unless I'm going with more of, like, for instance, if I wanted to do a crazier look with purple, I wouldn't use this. I would use a different color. But, and now that it sat there for a little bit, I'm just gonna dust it out a little. I don't know. I just really don't know, guys. How was January? How was your January? The new year. Oh my god, it's a friggin' new year. Hello. Forgot to say Happy New Year. How was everybody's holiday? Was it good? I always set with like a little bit of face powder before I go in and do bronze and stuff, because if I go straight in on top of my foundation that isn't set with just like my bronzer or contour or whatever, it looks so blotchy and so patchy looking, and that's not attractive. So I set with a little bit of powder first, and then I'll go in with bronzer. And lately, I've just been really loving this one, and I've had it for a couple of years now and never really used it because I didn't think it was my color, but I just was like, you know what, let me try this again, and now I absolutely love it. It's the L'Oreal Get an Instant Sun-Kissed Look Glam Bronze, and then this one is in number 1 light. It's like their lightest color. It almost reminds me of the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. I have it right here. But for some reason, like, I love the smell of this and all, but for some reason, mine is just like so hard in the pan, I don't really get a whole lot of payoff with it. My brush, like if I swirl my brush, and I don't feel like my brush gets anything on it. I feel like I have to keep going in and in and in, and I'm like, maybe I just got a shitty one because everyone else absolutely loves it. But this has that little bit of sheen to it, almost the exact same color, and it has really good payoff, and I don't have to keep dipping in like crazy. And I can just go around and lightly bronze up the face. Like, see that? And I've just been using like a fan brush to do my bronzing. I feel like it just goes a little bit quicker and doesn't look too precise. Like, I don't want it to look like a line on my face or anything of where my bronzer starts and ends, so. And then I always, you know, push it into the hairline so it's all nice and seamless looking. The other thing that I've noticed since doing this diet, back in December, like, I feel like I was getting a wicked double chin, like, I mean really, really bad. And I've noticed that it's like gone down so much, and I'm like, oh, thank you, Lord. Because no amount of contour that I would do underneath my chin and on my neck, just, it didn't seem like it got rid of it at all. So now, much better. I just don't feel as heavy anymore. It's nice. I like that. Not to mention trying to walk up and down these stairs. I'm not used to having stairs. It's like a freaking task and a half, and it was killing me. And I'd be so winded, and it's not like there's that many stairs. I mean, good Lord. But now it's not as bad. I'm just blending that out with like a bigger fluffy brush. And then I go in with a smidge of contour. And then this is just the Lorac palette. I just take one quick little dip and then I have to be honest, my makeup routine, other than the eyeshadow, has not really changed. Has not really changed. It's pretty much the exact same as it's always been. The foundation, I'm still using my absolute ride or die favorite, which is the Estee Lauder Double Wear. I'm just obsessed with it. I absolutely love it. It's like the greatest because it stays on all day and it looks really nice. But like I said, I would like to find something a little more moisturizing or dewy for the winter. It's just normally when I have something like that, I feel like my makeup doesn't last as long throughout the day. Now I'm just taking, this is just an e.l.f. poofy brush. I just take on the side just a little bit of that contour shade, and then just to give my nose a little shadowing so it doesn't look so white compared to the perimeter of my face. I don't really go like crazy contouring my nose. I don't really feel like I need to reshape it or anything like everyone else does. Like, I just like to give it a little bit of a shadow. And I do bring it up towards the brow. And I don't go in like too heavy-handed all at once. Like, I try to do it light so that if I need to add it, I can. Because once you put it on, you can't take it off. And then just a little under the bottom lip. Right in this little area here. For a little shadowing. Okay, and then I just quickly dip into that yellow and just pat under the eyes a little bit. Just for a little more brightening in case any of the eyeshadow might have fallen down and didn't get completely wiped away with that baking powder that I wipe off after. Okay, now let's find, oh my god, I have hair in my eye. Oh, I got it. Let's find what color should I use. You know what, I'm going to use this for my blush. This is the Hourglass Mood Exposure. This is the only Hourglass blush I own, and when I bought it, I was like, I'm probably not even going to like it. Oh my god. I want like all of them now because I absolutely love how natural this looks. People are always like, you're glowing. Are you pregnant? I'm like, no, I'm not pregnant. I fucking hate that. Everyone, like, in December was like, are you pregnant? Are you pregnant? I'm like, no, I'm just getting fat. Can you leave me the fuck alone, please? Now they can't fucking say that because my stomach has gone down so much. They're like, oh my god. Yeah, and y'all thought I was pregnant. Bitch, please. My lips are even a little dry. My handy dandy chapstick. Alright, so that part's done. Now I'm just going to do my mascara, which I've been using these three lately, which this has always been a ride or die for me. The Maybelline Lash Sensational, the MAC Giga Black Lash in black, and then the Bad Gal Bang. I really, really like this a lot for like lengthening. So I use the Maybelline one first to get them nice and like spread out and fluffy looking. And I always have like a little handheld mirror because I look down when I do my mascara. I've actually been contemplating buying this in the brown color for when I do lighter kind of makeup and I don't want to look so dramatic. Like this eyeshadow look that I did today would look good on like anyone. Any age. Because it's not too crazy. It's kind of subtle, but yet it still has that little bit of glam look to it. If you guys already know, I do not believe in false eyelashes. I do not like them. I'm not a fan of them. Never have been. I used to wear them when I was like 18. Not to mention that's way too much more time I have to dedicate to putting lashes on. I'm all set with that. So I do 2 coats of the Maybelline. And then I'll do 1 coat on the bottom for right now of the Giga Black. And then when it dries, I'll go back in with a little more. Some people don't like to put mascara on their lower lashes because it can get messy if you don't do it light-handed. You're just like kind of like just tapping, like you don't roll it or anything, you just tap it. It's like a tap and yeah. I just feel like it opens the eye a little bit more. Like, I don't know. I like it. In a second with another coat of that. So now that the tops have dried a little bit, I'm going to go in with the Giga Black. Not the Giga Black. Hello, Bad Gal Bang. Hey, mamish. I get all these mascaras a little messed up. And this one here, when I tested it out, I wasn't sure I was going to love it, but oh my god. This is my second tube. It just adds like a little bit more drama and length to the top. I'm obsessed with this. First start using it is extremely wet. And it can be messy, like if I blink or something, because my lashes get long with this, I'll have it up here. Let it dry and then I take a regular fluffy brush and just wipe and it comes right off. No mess, no nothing. Some other mascaras, such as like my Maybelline, if it were to touch my skin and I wait for it to dry and try to wipe it off, it leaves like a dark spot behind. I freaking hate that. This does not do that. So I don't know what is in this formula, but it's amazing. So amazing. Now I'm going to go back in on the bottom. Kind of just like thickening them up a little bit. You guys ever feel like one side of your eye, like the lashes on one side of your face, are totally different than the other side? Because I totally feel like that. These two kind of went together right here, so I'm just going to separate that one. Come here, little guy, and that one. It looks better. I just use my tweezers to separate. Alright, and now I can brush out my brows so they don't look so super dark. What happened, like when I started doing my brows in like late 2017, I was going a little bit lighter here so that they looked a little more natural. And now all of a sudden somehow I realized I'm like, I went right back to being super dark and boxy looking again. How did that happen? A little bit different now. It's like less boom. It looks a little more... Now, I'm not going to say natural because these fucking things do not look natural. I'm not even going to say that because that would be a false statement. Last time I dyed my hair, not this, I just dyed it a couple weeks ago, but I forgot to buy one of the colors I needed because I've been trying to go back to almost like a deep brown with a tint of red, but I forgot to buy the brown. So right now it's just mostly all red because I only used my red color. So I'm not too thrilled because when I was using the darker brown, I had changed my brow color to go with the darker of the hair, but it's way more red than it should be right now. So I'm just going to set my brows. I'm just going to line my eyes with an eyeliner, my waterline. Where's the eyeliner I want? Alright, so my friggin' camera died, probably because I haven't charged it since October. Yeah, so I finished my makeup and everything, and then this hair is just, I didn't want to wash my hair last night, and it's like 3 days old now. So I just like, I'll throw in a fishtail braid and call it quits, but it's just not coming out the way I would like it to. Sorry, sit there for a minute. This bobby pin is not working. So we're going to take it out. Alright. God, I don't know. I didn't know what to do with it. Anyway, I finished my makeup. I had just put a darker brown on my waterline, and then I put a very subtle highlight on. Yeah, where are you looking? Very subtle highlight, because I really wasn't going for anything like too flashy today. So, I feel like this is just not working. I think I made it too tight. Shit. Will you sit here? We'll pretend you sit here, right? Kinda, sorta. Let me just try to loosen this just a little bit. It just feels too tight. What the fuck does it matter? Anyway, this is my life lately. I don't want to do anything with my hair. I just don't want to do anything. But I don't like... Oh, that's way better. Way, way better. Perfect. A little bit more. Good. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna ramble, I guess, but I am going to finish getting ready now. Look at that. That doesn't look cute. Does that look cute? No, that doesn't look cute. I'm gonna finish getting ready so that I can go grab my mom. So, yeah, that's pretty much my plan. I hope I had caught you guys up enough, excuse me, from the last video I posted, and I'm hoping that I am able to just pull my head out of my ass, I guess, and get back to filming. All my filming stuff is still, like, put up. I haven't unpacked it. I think the reason I haven't unpacked it is because I feel like once I unpack it, I'm going to have to pack it back up because my life is just so unsure at the moment. And I really don't like packing. So, I think that's why I haven't gotten anything together. But yeah, I don't know. My battery's going to die again because I didn't let it charge for very long. But I don't know. I hope that I get to talk to you guys soon. If you guys have any questions or comments or whatever, feel free to leave me those down below. And now I need shoes. But I will hopefully talk to you guys soon. I'm not really on Snapchat that often anymore, but just in case you want to check in on it, you can. But yeah, I will talk to you guys soon again, and I hope you guys have a very good new year this year. And yeah, time for lip gloss. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.